Smarks and Marks all over the world and elite maniacs. We are here for night 2. And you know I had things for the night 2 because night is bigger than night 1. So in case you don't know who I am, you see my name. You did watch night 1. I am the influence, the prophecy, King Mac MILLI, the man that sits at the top of Smark psychology, and within the promo verse, I be your world ace heavyweight champion. Yes, indeed, baby. And we've got ourselves a night 2 as I am here with also the brand new Defiance World Champion, Papa Pete, and the man that runs things all in Elite JP. Fellas, talk to me. What we got going on here for night 2? How y'all doing?
Doing great. I can't wait for tonight.
Night 1 was a spectacle. Night 2 shaping up to be a fucking hell of a show. And if you're not ready for it, ladies and gentlemen, well, drop your drawers, get comfortable, grab a hold, because either you're strapped in or you're strapped on, but it's gonna be a bumpy ride.
Do we need KY jelly? We need lubrication, because anytime I drop my drawers, shit is going on. So you know, well, not shit. That's anal talk. Well, you know, I really don't. Man, we got a night 2 going on here. Oh yeah, I'm all diddy. We about to be moist in here, real moist. But
like a slip and slide, motherfuckers.
Yeah, trick daddy style. Papa Pete, the Defiance champion, also the owner of AWE. JP up in the room. You already know what he get down with, the owner that you love to hate, and I might have to rival that because some people out here hate me too. But you know, I think we're a trio of hatred of some sort, and then a trio of love as well. As we bring the love and we give the love, and people love us, and that's why we are here to give you this night 2 event. And man, I am excited as night 1 was something to be beholding of, as my atmosphere tends to interrupt me as it usually do when I'm out here downtown Los Angeles. As a matter of fact, JP, where are you in this world?
I am actually in Georgia. I actually not too far from where Vane is from.
All right. From the West Coast to the East Coast, and you know we got to go up north. Papa Pete, tell them where you at right now.
Well, a lot of people, if you listen to Mad T, you know, I'm out in the frigid cold, way down north in Canada, but it's actually not a bad day. It's just a little bit wet. You're kind of like the way people are going to be after they watch night 2. But I'm in Ontario, Canada, ladies and gentlemen, and as the man said, the current reigning, defending Defiance champion. We got top-notch people here, man, and the show's going to be off the hook. So I hope you're going to be ready to enjoy. This is Elitemania 7, so I hope you're ready.
Yeah. We've had the pre-show, we've had night 1, and now night 2, and we might as well get right on into it because I'm excited for what's going on. And why not start it off with some championship glory, as we've got the Pipe Bomb Championship match, as Dante is looking to defend against Kevin Wolf, who's looking to get that championship back, as well as El WAPPO being within the mix to go ahead and get that championship. JP, talk about it, man.
Oh, man. Well, you know, Kevin Wolf, he actually beat Dante Black for that championship. They've gone like 2 or 3 times now. And, you know, the last time Dante got one up on, you know, Kevin Wolf. And now Kevin, he's won that rematch. But then now we got, you know, El WAPPO in the mix, who, you know, he was like, I like that championship. I want to go for it. And he stated his claim, and he got in that match. So I'm excited to see where this goes tonight.
Pete, what you got for it?
You know, everyone wants the spotlight to touch them. Everybody. And here in Elitemania, you can't deny it. You get to be a little bit more off kilter, and you get to slay a motherfucking dragon if need be, and slay a motherfucking dragon if need be, and Kevin Wolfe, he shocked me in the past, and Dante as well. When these guys get their game on, it's good. El WAPPO, he's impressed at times too, but there's been those that say, hey, he's a hit and miss guy. Well, let's see if tonight he can hit, as well as Dante, the current champion, and Kevin Wolfe. I'm looking for some big heavy hitters here.
And if I could put a spin on things to make it just a little bit more important, as this is the Pipe Bomb Championship, Kevin Wolfe, if you've been watching along in the promo verse, he's been doing his thing. He's been coming up short in certain title matches and things of that nature, but outside of title matches, he's been leveling his game up. Dante Black, we're all familiar with the champion and how he likes to do his thing and get in there. And I've given a little bit to everybody that's going to be on this screen in order to sharpen up their thing. And WAPPO as well, he's taken influence and done his thing and got back to his originality and really been getting after it in the promo verse and collecting wins and things of that nature. So this is a triple threat here where I don't really know which way it's going to go. I don't have a favorite here in this match either. So my mind is open, and my mind is clear, and I'm ready to see what these three men have to deliver. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a show. It's going to be a show. So why not start it off with a show? I know the energy is going to be there with all three of these individuals. So I'm waiting to see who's going to drop the most pipe bombs here.
Ooh,
how about
y'all?
Interesting.
Going to be interesting.
Most definitely.
All right, so as we get ready, you know what I'm saying, let me go ahead and transition this. As y'all know, we are indeed in the Smark Club. Let's get to this championship match. Pipe bomb.
Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that tonight I'm going to crash out again. You're thinking that tonight I'm going to go out there and I'm going to just lose my shit. Tonight is the most important night of my life. Tonight is the night that I redeem myself and get everything back that I said I was going to get. I'm not going to use smoke and mirrors to do it because I don't need to do any of that. All I need to do is rely on this right here. And I'm going to start by dissecting each and every single one of you piece by piece. We're going to start with El WAPPO. El WAPPO, I am 0-2 against you everywhere else. But this is a place that you don't belong. This is a place where you inserted your 2 cents in to try to get my championship. You came here once and you tried against Franklin Benjamin and you failed. And tonight, you're going to fail again. You know why you're going to fail again? Because you don't have the drive. You don't have the grit. You don't have the loyalty. And you damn sure don't have the intensity that I do. There is not a single one of you fucks on this roster that can hang with a guy like me. Hell, Alpha AJ Davis had to cheat to beat me. And you see what happened there. It got reversed. But tonight, I finally get my championship back that I should have never lost. And I'll prove it. Dante Black. Dante Black, the pipe bomb champion, the placeholder, the man who relies on the same old tricks that he's always relied on his entire career. That same whack-ass promo that he did against me was the same shit that he did literally 2 days before that. And now you want to sit here and call yourself a champion. You are lazy. You are the most lazy, unethical worker that this roster has ever seen. Each and every single day, you see me on the screen. You see me in the comments, making sure that the flow of this company continues to go the way it's supposed to go. We have not heard a single word from you since you won that championship. So why in the hell do you have that championship? Just to say you had it? You're the company's first 2-time pipe bomb champion. And you've done nothing with it. What exactly have you done at all during your first title reign that you ain't doing this time? You only defended it once, and the real competition is finally here. It's time for you to stop sitting down and do what you're supposed to do and do your job as a champion and represent this company. Elite Marks used to be elite. It used to be the man of the best, the home of the best and the greats. But unfortunately now with champions like you, we can't say that anymore. When I was champion, I was everywhere. Even other places that didn't even belong in Elite's level. I was still there representing that company because I love what I do. I love this company. I love what I do in general. See, I'm an artist. And what I do is I create an art for everybody to see. Good, bad, ugly, anything in between. But the one thing you can't call me is lazy. El WAPPO, Dante Black, you two are lazy. You two have become complacent. You have become an egotistical, overly entitled, narcissistic cuck, El WAPPO. And now you want to insert here just to try to make things harder for me. You think I'm just going to back down from you, but in reality, I'm not. Elitemania is where the best of the best come to play, and I've come to play to take what's mine. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. In the center of that ring, I'm going to drop you both with a blackout, and I may even choke you out, Dante Black, to put an end to this once and for all. And prove to the world that you got lucky. But luck can only get you so far. Luck can only get you this damn good. When you're the best, you don't need luck. When you're the best, you show everybody that you are not on their level. You are in a league of your own. You are him and you remain him. And as your pipe bomb champion, because as far as I'm concerned, I already am the pipe bomb champion. And as your pipe bomb champion, I am tired of lazy fucks like you two coming here to try to take my championship. Your pipe bomb champion has spoken, and it's time for a change. The revolution will be televised, and the revolution is me.
En Boriken se siente, la calle lo sabe. When the sky go black, yo caigo de frente. Timberlands on the floor, shorts flying in the wind. Flat cape on my back and the night folds in. KRYPTON by the hydrant, bro, that's a crime. I lift it with one hand like baby stay in line. Arroz con gandules flying through the air. I'm saving the block with a sharp coat stare. Hear that thunder? That's my cue. Abuelo taught me what a hero do. Free pernil in the bag. I smell the storm and the whole block wakes up when I rise and fall. El boricua man, el boricua man, don't test my land. El boricua man, no.
Elitemania, wow, we made it. We made it to one of the biggest shows that Elite Marks has to offer. And you know, I had my chances at other titles. I had my chances to be the man. Sometimes shit happens, but hey, it's okay because I got another one called the Pipe Bomb Championship. And my two opponents are former champion Kevin Wolfe and Dante Black. You know Dante Black? I gotta hand it to you, Dante Black, because you come out here and you win championships. Yes, you do, but if you looked at your record lately, and if you looked at who you faced to win them championships, they were mid-tier, meh. They were not really that, nothing to scream about. And I get it. It's okay, a championship is a championship, right? But Elite Marks already has a kind of reputation of their titles not being top tier. So to have somebody like you, somebody that's mediocre holding a championship, it's not cool. You gotta have somebody like me, a Hall of Famer. I mean, I'm 3-time Hall of Famer right now. I mean, that's crazy. And you have to have somebody like me holding that Pipe Bomb Championship who rise Elite stock tenfold, but it's okay. It's all right, I get it, I understand. This is all political. It's all political. But you know, I'm gonna come out here telling you this. You, Kevin Wolfe, you have no chance in hell to regaining that championship because you have no leg to stand on. You come out here thinking that you are the man, that you're going to blow us out the water, but yet I own you. The last 3 matches we had, I beat you. The last 2, I swept you. You have not beaten me for any title, for any kind of match. And you, Dante Black, I haven't crossed paths with you for a very long time. You were my first loss in PDA, but ever since then, I just soared. I just became the man that I'm set out to be. So you listen, and you listen good. This Pipe Bomb Championship belongs to the man, belongs to El WAPPO. And you know what? It belongs to me, not just because I want it, not just because I need it, but just because you have to. You have to make me the winner. You have to make me the one to come out here and show you that I run the Pipe Bomb division. Because even though It is a championship. We all know this is below my caliber. I'm not trying to diss the people that won the Pipe Bomb Championship before because it's all cool. Cruel Intentions probably was the first Pipe Bomb champion because I remember we had this tournament and I had lost to Cruel Intentions. But hey, Cruel Intentions is a name to lose to. Now, if I lose to you clowns, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. Maybe I need to rethink my career. Maybe I need to just step off the game and just realize that I don't have it anymore. Maybe I should just stay in my corporate suit behind closed doors in the back and make the best damn network that possible ever made. I mean, nobody's gonna touch the EMP network. Nobody. That is why Elite decides to align with us because they know that WAPPO and everybody else in that network is gonna carry Elite, just like I'm gonna carry this match, just like I'm gonna win this Pipe Bomb Championship. And I don't care. Go ahead, the judges in the back gonna say, oh, WAPPO, you got a little bit too personal. But guess what? It's a Pipe fucking Bomb Championship. That's the point. That's the point of the name, to be a Pipe Bomb Championship. I was gonna add glitz and glamours to this, but you know what? I prefer the white wall. I prefer bare bones. I prefer to let it all hang out. No pause. You need to understand, Dante Black, that when it comes down to it, I am better than you. I will always be better than you. Just know that and keep that in the back of your mind. Because weren't you mad because I undercutted you? If you know, you know. But it's okay. It's all right. I like to tell you this. You do what you do. I do what I do. And Kevin Wolf, you keep being a bum. Because that's what you're good at. I'll see y'all later.
Ladies and gentlemen of Elite Marks, you see, you've probably been wondering, where have I been? I haven't spoken a single word since I took this back from Kevin Wolf, even all the way build up to this match at Elitemania. Cause simple, I don't need to mince my words. You see, Kevin Wolf, I'll give you the props. You earned this rematch. You had this title and you defended it and you represented it well. But just like I told you it would happen, Kevin Wolf, it is a pipe bomb waiting to blow up in your face. Except for me, the fuse will never end. Because Kevin Wolf, I'm not giving you a second chance to breathe. Not having a single moment to grasp glory once again. Especially on the grandest stage in Elite Marks at Elitemania, where I won this title. It's because I truly am a historic maker, Kevin Wolf. I'm the only one to hold this championship 2 times. The only 2-time Elite Marks Pipe Bomb champion. You just had to light the fire, didn't you? You had to light the fuse and create the chaos. You weren't satisfied because you got greedy. You got used to the taste of gold, to the feel of it being around your shoulder, holding it, representing it as a champion, and you want it back, Kevin Wolf. Well, I can tell you right now, at this very instant, doesn't matter what you do, doesn't matter the power, the strength, the ferociousness you bring, it's not going to change the fact that this is not going anywhere. Because you, Kevin Wolf, you, I have studied since day one of meeting you. You forget I've taught you everything that you know. I've shown you how to be this beast that you've become. It's all thanks to one person. It's thanks to me, Kevin Wolf. I showed you the path to walk, and you chose correctly. And now you choose to try stepping from the obstacle that stopped you in your way from going into Elitemania with this title around your shoulder. And just like I took it from you, like stolen candy from a baby, I'm going to defend it and make it so you use your rematch clause truly at the wrong time, at the wrong place, to prove that you are not the right guy. Because this moment is mine, Kevin Wolf. I'm gonna sit you down at the learning tree. I'm gonna plant your ass in that desk, forcefully, if you do not willfully do it on your own. And I'll slam your head, and I'll make it bleed. I'll give you that pen, that pad, that paper, and I'll give you the notes to truly be someone. Not someone to be feared, but someone to recognize around this entire industry, because that is who I am, that is who I become. And you've come close, Kevin, but you're missing a few steps, and I'm here to give you those final steps. But it's just not right at that moment in time for you to take them, to use them. No, I have to send you on a long flight home after you came here with all the hopes, all the dreams, the crowd backing you up. Hell, management telling you, Kevin, you can do the impossible. You can make history yourself, when truly, Kevin, you will fail. You will not prosper in this moment, because I will make sure damn well that you sit there and understand the reasons why you failed. It's not because you weren't good, it's because you didn't have the fire that I did. You didn't bring the passion that I had at this very moment. You're facing excellence in itself, Kevin. Hell, it's what I do every single day. I live, I breathe it. You want to take this from me. You want to end my passion. You want to end my life that I live at Elite Marks as a pipe bomb championship. Truly, you've written that, Kevin? That makes you number one on the list, to fall to your knees, to pray for forgiveness, to kiss the hand of the true ring as it attaches to your skull. Because, Kevin, you're trying to take my livelihood. This is what I breathe for! If you want to do that, then you damn sure better will kill me. You damn sure better make sure I don't have oxygen left in my lungs. Because I will keep on coming back. I will keep on fighting, and I will never stop, Kevin, until this is permanently in my hands. And tonight, I light that fuse. The one that you stoked the fire up for. Except it's not blowing up in my face. It's blowing up in yours for one final time, Mr. Wolf. Understand? Well, this ain't going anywhere. And you damn sure are never getting alive.
JP, go ahead and unmute yourself, man. Jesus Christ. Oh man. Oh, this okay. So this was a good way to start off Elitemania 7 Night 2. But I have to say, did the champion forget that he had 2 opponents in this match? Did he forget that?
I was thinking to say I didn't want to be the first one to say it, but I don't know if the champ got the memo.
Oh.
But I mean, it's been on the page for 3-4 weeks now.
Oh man, what a ball drop here! As I don't know if y'all want me to be the first to render here?
You know what?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
This time.
Oh man, Dante. I mean, this is a guy that I've been giving tips to, not personally, but through Good Golly Psychology and through the times of which I've appeared on AWE and whatnot and judged his match. And I gotta say, this was a fucking performance, but he fucking dropped the ball as he forgot all about WAPPO. If this was a one-on-one match, I'd be damned to say that this man had defended it and walked out of Elitemania 7 Night 2 with it, but I can't say that. He forgot all about WAPPO. Yeah. Like, he tore Wolf apart. If this was an actual match, and I know that it's not, but work with me here with where I'm going. If this was an actual match, and they're in the ring, like WAPPO had it easy because Dante took out Wolf and then got rolled up for a 1, 2, 3. In my opinion, Wolf came out hungry, as Wolf usually does. It was good to not see him hunched over in his frame and everything. Like I've seen him a lot and whatnot, and he was actually sitting down and it was framed properly. And he brought a lot of vicious energy to this match as everybody did, but in my opinion, like WAPPO came in and he spoke facts. He broke things down. He broke them down. He built himself up. He broke down the championship and said he was going to raise it back up to where it is. And you know, he has no problem in being the runner-up and crowning the first championship. But to allow these two men to come in here and take this away from him for this moment, and as y'all can hear, he's got me going verbally and whatnot, and that's never well, that's always a good thing. But man, I'm in my opinion, I gotta slide this over to WAPPO. This was a hard fought contest, but Jesus Christ, like man, Pete, I'll pass it to you, man.
Okay, I'm going to say this. I'm going to take away the flubbing of words because all of them did it.
Yeah,
all of them flubbed lines. Everyone, the mask, the presentation of the champion, it was all there. But like you stated, this was a triple threat, and he totally forgot about it. He focused solely on Kevin and didn't even realize that WAPPO was in this match, and that gave WAPPO the chance to capitalize, which is not a good thing in a title match. You forget about that third guy. Okay, fine. You slayed your the one that you were worried about. But now the guy that you didn't think of just done rolled you up and got the 1, 2, 3. So I'm sorry, but I've got to give this one to WAPPO too, and credit to WAPPO. He came to burn bridges, and he didn't give a shit. This is the Pipe Bomb Championship, and burning bridges is kind of what you're supposed to do with a pipe bomb. CM Punk did it the best. No one has done it since at the caliber of that. And WAPPO was delivering that kind of fire. And give Kevin Wolf credit. He was visceral.
He was hungry. Yeah. He was hungry.
He did not like the fact that he lost that title to Dante in the first place, and that he lost it and before that, but the decision to reverse it was made. Yeah, that's kind of like, you guys actually gave a guy a win that shouldn't have won, and now you're reversing it. So now I feel like a cheat champion, and now he doesn't go by again. You know, like that's got to hurt a little bit. But WAPPO, like, you got two judges that are standing behind you, and no matter what you think, we play this thing fair, and you did good, brother. You did good.
JP, what you got to add to it, man?
You know, one's fuck up is someone else's glory.
Yeah.
I thought everyone brought it, but you know, the fact of the matter is, you know, the champion forgot he was in a triple threat match.
Yeah, that hurt. He did great, but and I've got to agree with the influence here, that he would have won. He would have retained, if not for the fact he forgot about the third man.
I mean, if he had just said WAPPO's name like one time, you know, at least then, you know, it might have changed things. But the fact of the matter is, he didn't say WAPPO's name one second of that promo. Nothing's mentioned about WAPPO.
Yeah,
even in this scenario with the energy that this man brought and the story that he told. And I'm like, finally, Dante's giving me what I need. But I kept listening, and I'm like, is he going to mention WAPPO? Is he going to get to WAPPO? Even if he would have got to the end and been like, yo, WAPPO, what are you even doing in here in this match? Get lost. Like, exactly. I would have took that. I would have took that and said, well, and then WAPPO probably would have been mad. Yeah, I was so waiting for it. And I was like, he never got there. And I said, oh, man.
It just took away from the whole promo itself. I mean, nothing against Dante. You know, nothing against Dante. His promo was excellent. You know, he was superb with it. But
I think he had the best presentation out of all of them.
Yeah,
and the fire he brought and the story he was telling was a great story. But the problem was, you were in a triple threat, and you thought you were in a singles competition. And it's a big mistake, and it's an oversight, but it's a costly one.
Yeah,
absolutely.
WAPPO came with the
WAPPO.
WAPPO came with the big fight entrance, you know what I'm saying, Boricua Man, and I was kind of hoping to see the Boricua Man stay in the background, but he, as he explained in this promo, like, I'm going halfway bare bones here. Like, forget the background, forget all this. I'm here to spit pipe bombs. I'm here to spit truth. And then at the end of this promo, you saw it say the truth, and I said,
the truth, yeah.
I was like, ooh, let's see what the champ doing. The champ then came. All right, man. Great for all three of you guys. But El WAPPO, congratulations, man. I ain't gonna say what you said, but you understand. You know what I'm saying? So, man, what a way to start off night two. So we might as well keep the ball rolling and get into it. And JP, I feel like you can bring this in better than anybody else can, because you got the Rivals champion.
Oh, you got the Purge. This is the Purge's second term in the Rivals Championship. You know, being the champion. So then you got Hector Flores. You know, Saturday Night Showdown. They had a match for that championship, and it went to a draw. And so we were like, we got to run it back, because these two have just been nonstop. Even in the chat room, you know, on the page, these two are just going off on each other. And
hell, and other companies too.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, we're just slowly building it. You know, we got another. These guys are going to be in a War Games match coming up in January, or not January, June. I don't know why I said January, but up in June.
J months.
Right. But yeah, there'll be a War Games match. Kevin Wolf's going to be in that match. Jack Saban, and then Gambit and Hector Flores, and it's against all of the Purge and his little pack of goonies, you know, he's got. So that's going to be pretty interesting. But this, I've actually been looking forward to. Hector Flores not only is the network champion, you know, mind you, for, you know, I guess it's Ace now, isn't it?
Well, he's the network champion, so that would still kind of be the EMP network championship, since EMP is the network. So yeah.
Right. So like, you know, and now he's here looking for another championship. You know, he's also the prototype champion in Foundation. So, you know, for now, yeah. You know, but you know, I'm just saying, Hector's come a long ways, and and you know, the Purge, he's been on a pretty good roll here lately. But I think tonight might be his last night as champion.
Ooh, that's a heavy prediction right there.
What you got to add to it, P?
Well, I'm going to say this. There is a reason why Hector Flores was on my list of draft picks for Foundation when I was the GM there. I seen this kid grow in leaps and bounds. Every time he came out, he was pushing harder and harder. And to hear the owner's prediction from Elite that he's got a good chance of dethroning the champion, I kind of feel the same way. I don't know enough about Purge to make an accurate assumption like that, though. So I'm really hoping that he swerves me as well as swerves Hector Flores, because Hector's been on fire. And like he just said, he is the EMP network champion. He is the current prototype champion of the Foundation. The kid's got it all. Could he add a third strap? Ooh. Man, I can see it. But I want to see Purge swerve that motherfucker good.
3-piece chicken nugget. I mean, I became familiar with the Purge first in my journey, and then Hector Flores a little bit later, and I've spoken to both of them behind the scenes, not leading up to this, obviously. But, like, you know what I'm saying? They've both been sharpening up their game. Once I learned how Purge does his thing outside of where I first met him, I said, if you don't fucking start doing this everywhere, what the fuck is wrong with you? You come around here sitting in this damn chair and you damn near 7 foot tall. Use your whole damn framing and like really start tearing people up the way that you do everywhere else or whatever. So he's been doing that a whole lot more. And then Hector Flores, he's been taking tips and feedback from everybody across the promoverse that's been given to him, and he's been stepping it up. and having a breakout year. And I'm excited to see this match and how it's going to turn out. Man, night 2 has started off with some fire, and it's blazing now. So without further ado, I would love to get back into it if y'all would love to as well.
Oh yeah.
Let's do it.
Somebody's gonna have to call their mama. Okay, after this match, somebody's calling their mama.
I mean, well, Hector Flores, he does promote Nug Life, but you know what I'm saying? He's also got the Dino thing going, and like Brodus Clay, somebody call your mama, somebody's gonna be dancing. I mean, I don't know. I'm here for the entertainment, so let's see what it's gonna be.
Absolutely.
Elitemania is finally here. After months of anticipation, the wait is finally over. My moment I've been working off for, my ass off for years, is here. Purge, you know what that means for you? Your world begins crumbling to an end. At Black Wednesday, I was on the verge of dethroning you. You know it, I know it, hell, even management knows it, which is why they guaranteed me this rematch here at the biggest event of the year. You know what I find ironic, kind of funny? When this match was first announced, 2 stipulations were made. 4-minute time limit and no outside interference. I wonder why they would feel the need to add those stipulations. My promos usually aren't over 4 minutes, and never once have I ever needed anyone to get involved in my matches. Can you say the same, Purge? Come out here with your boring, long-ass promos, usually 5 to 7 minutes, just rambling on and on about shit no one gives a damn about. You constantly need people to help you in your matches, whether it be your mama, Project Destiny, or that stupid-ass devil on your shoulder, because you know you can't do it on your own. You constantly bitch, complain, and whine about why you or your group isn't getting the opportunities you think you deserve, how you're treated unfairly, how management is out to screw you over. Purge, when did you turn into such a huge, stomping bitch? I knew that you were entitled, egotistical German asshole, but this is a new low, even for you. You see, while you're out here in Elite expecting to receive opportunities on a silver platter, I'm over here busting my ass to gain every opportunity that comes my way. It doesn't matter what place I'm in, whether it be Elite, EMP, Foundation, WGP, or even Revolt. Right now, I have all the momentum in the world, making the year 2026 the year of Hector by God Flores. Mark my words. Purge, I refuse to leave Elitemania without the Rivals title on my shoulder. Tonight, my reign begins as yours comes to an end. You're gonna have to fucking kill me to survive this time. At the end of the day, you'll never be nothing more than chicken shit. You'll never be Nug Life for life.
Hector, you've finally done it. You've finally fucking done it, what everybody has tried to fail. And that is trying to push me in the corner, trying to limiting me. Because you couldn't even defeat me at the first place. The first time when we actually faced off at Elite Nemesis, you were failed. And then the second time at Saturday Night Showdown, what happened? You still couldn't get the job done. I'm still standing here as the most dominant Elite Rivals champion of all time. And you know why? Because people like you, people like Kevin Wolfe, people like Don KRYPTON, people like Franklin Benjamin, each and every single body who's going to defend this title this weekend, couldn't get the job done what I have always done. And that is show up, show out, and bury those bitches each and every single time, like I'm doing tonight. Because, let's review for a second, I wanna stop calling you dumb bitch, but apparently you are a dumb bitch. There is a reason for it. Each and every single time when you think you have the odds in your favor, I break them. Each and every single time when I hear you are the new hope of the promo world, look at this, look at that, look at... Blah. I would like to vomit, but apparently there is no bucket here. Well, I'm gonna take this bucket and put it on your forehead so nobody could even see you anymore. Nobody could even hear you anymore. And hey, I even brought it so far that you just became an intermission for each and every single segment on Nemesis. Whoa! This is why I am a trendsetter. This is why I am the visionary, the revolutionary, Mr. OMG himself, and a god damn asshole. And you're soon to be the most dominant, the most violent, the most ruthless elite champion of all time. And Hector, don't you ever think for a straight second that the war is gonna be over. This is just a violent preview of what's gonna happening at War Games. Because you and your DOA fuckheads, I was about to say something else, but it might be a little controversial then. You and your fuckheads think like you are the God's gift to the goddamn pro world. Well, sorry I have to break another bad news for you. You and your little punk-headed bastards are not. Try to defeat me, try to outrun me, try to even touch me there, where I am at my highest peak. Because each and every single body was gonna say that you are the best are lying. Each and every single body who are dumb, stupid, and idiotic enough to even believe in your fucking bullshit what you ever trying to say is gonna learn that tonight your fairy tale story will end by and still your elite rivals champion, the Purge. And this is why you will, and send this to DOA, you will all face the consequences to your all's action.
Damn.
That was interesting.
I could dig it.
You know what? We're gonna let the owner take the lead on this one, and then I'm gonna let MILLI go next because I've done a lot of this, so I'm gonna see where you guys go with this because I've got a good idea where I'm going. I want to see your minds.
Wow. Well, let's just say I think I changed plans. Who I was going with in the beginning. Hector Flores, he brought, he brought it. No doubt about it. But I feel like he just fell short. Like he had all the time needed to go into this match, and I just feel like I guess maybe doing too many promos got him worn out, and like he just didn't perform like he should have performed. And Purge has come out the woodworks, just bam, 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 just fucking hitting Hector with everything. And I was like, damn, and he had some comedy in there with it. And I was like, once I started laughing, once the chuckles come in, I was like, oh, all right, Purge has got this. Purge has got it. And from there on out, then the clock ticking behind him, He didn't even need the whole 4 minutes. I don't think he needed the whole 4 minutes. He could have done it in like 3 minutes and would have clean sweeped it.
I don't think we've been any indifferent here, and if we were, it didn't really matter by the time the result came. But Pete, if you're thinking how JP is thinking, then we're all thinking the same, because Hector came in and he did his thing, no doubt about that. But again, like I said before the match, Purge came in, and I gotta say, he's the king of his world. He's the rival champion still to me. That goddamn asshole came in and he did what I became familiar with after getting to know him. He came in, he stood up straight, tall into the screen and ripped Hector to fucking shreds. And I do remember that first encounter that they had for Nemesis Elite, as I was one of the rendering judges in that, and I was the one that said, I need to see this again. I need to see it again, because they both came at each other, and I did miss the second edition of that match. But to see that it made it all the way here to Elitemania Night 2, it was definitely worth seeing. Definitely worth seeing. Small tip to you, Purge, still. And again, any chance that I get to tell you this, I find myself still telling you the same thing. Flip your screen. I would love to see your shirt and see what it says. As you see, mine says King of Kings. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to a little bit of gimmicks stolen from this man, if you know my diabolical king. But I would love to read your shirt, see your championship, see what it says and things of that nature. And that's the only small tip that I got for you. Hector, man, you did great, but just you ran up against a monster here, and hopefully he doesn't come looking for you in other places for other championships if you do hold it to that degree. But Papa Pete, man, what you got, man?
Yeah, I have to lean the same way, because it was like I had big hopes going in with Hector, and he gave a performance. He really did. He hit hard, but you add the entertainment factor that the Purge brought. That sways. And I said, I hope he swerves, and he did. He swerved Hector. He swerved me. I've always got a lot of good things to say about Hector Flores, but this here brought me a new competitor to watch for, and someone that I want to eventually work with as well. So that says a lot coming from me, because there's not a lot of people out there that I actually want to compete against. You know, seeing someone like that, it kind of inspires me, and Hector inspires me as well. But this is he just brought it to another level, did Purge, and he remains your champion.
And, you know, maybe we'll see him in AWE, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a warp speed, as he just got back to WGP.
Sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's in Defiance, too.
Is he? I mean, you know, I'm not sure.
I think he was on the wheel.
And well, hell, if he is, it'd be interesting to see him come off of it, or somebody pick him as it's fire about to go off over there in Defiance as well. Because the promo verse is just taking off, it's on fire. But what a damn match, man! Purge, he Jesus, that's the Purge that I like to see. You know what I'm saying? That's the Purge that I love to see. But as we are moving on, you know what I'm saying? Let me get us off to the side so we can talk about this next match. And I think JP, you would have to take a little bit of this, or all of it perhaps, because I'm only very seldomly familiar with Gypsy Freak, as we faced off in a multi-man match in a HSP, I believe, or it might have been here. I can't remember. It was somewhere, but you know. And then the Black Widow, somebody that I'm not familiar with at all, and I haven't seen much of Gypsy's work either. So you know, I'm excited to see what's going to happen here, and hopefully they bring the entertainment. But JP, what you got to put on it?
Well, the Black Widow, she's been with Elite since day one. I'm pretty sure the past 7 years she's been with Elite. Even I haven't even been with Elite that long. I purchased it just 3 years ago now. So like I'm still like getting familiar with some of the older people that's been doing it. But she's one of the ones that's been in it since day one. So she's actually one of our GMs for our Black Wednesday events. Um, uh, she's been a elite women's champion already, so this is gonna, so she'll be. I'm pretty sure she'll tie with Mama Purge. If she wins this, she'll tie with Mama Purge with being two-time elite women's champion. So she's got that on her belt if she does get the win. Gypsy Freak, she won the championship in it was supposed to be a triple threat match, but unfortunately Skate Thorgar, which is Vane's other significant other, she was unable to defend the title, so it became a one-on-one between Gypsy Freak and Cruella de Vil, and that's how Gypsy won the championship. And she's defended it twice so far. This is going to be her third title defense. So, she doesn't really go here in elite, but when it's a title defense, when she's got her title defense, she brings it each and every time. So I think this is going to be a pretty good match.
I believe so as well. Now, I'm not familiar with the Black Widow. I have seen a lot of Gypsy's work, and I think she's a pretty good promo artist. So if I was making a prediction from what I know of these two, which is not much about Black Widow, I've got to side with Gypsy Freak here. But let's see what the Black Widow's got, and see if she can overpower the champion.
I'm definitely ready to get into it. If y'all are ready to get into it, I don't think I fared in any type of way against or for any one of these three. So we're gonna see what it's going to be, and hopefully we get a entertaining war out of this. I'm here.
Let's go get our tips wet.
Oh man, getting our tips wet for the ladies, and oh Jesus. WAPPO said it earlier. He's got it all hanging out. No Diddy. We said it even before that. It's about to get moist in here. Diddy party. We're getting wet. So, ladies, join the activity so that I don't have to say pause for the rest of the night. Because my mouth might get worse depending. And Jesus, looking at the tag match that we got coming up later, we got to keep in that element. We got to stay there. So, ladies, get in the party and do your thing and give us some entertainment. Damn, that was not the greatest thing to say, but I'm.
Let's go to the match.
It's night 2, baby. Let's get to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of Elite Fantasy Wrestling, sit back and watch the Gypsy Freak dismantle Katie Rose, the Black Widow, piece by piece, limb for limb. I thought you would be more of a challenge. You have a real big prize on the line, and yet you are nowhere to be seen. You aren't front and center. This opportunity was given to you. Why? Why are you challenging me for something that you don't deserve? Because let's be serious. You aren't doing what anyone else would be doing with gold on the line. People would be making a point, trying to come for my head, try to cut me off at the fucking neck, and yet you take no opportunity to do nothing, which makes this so much easier for me. Me destroying you is going to be so great, showing everyone in here that it doesn't matter who you are, you're not walking away with this. It doesn't matter where you come from, you're not taking this. You could have been here homegrown this entire time and still aren't taking what I possess. So Katie Rose, you know, it's kind of pathetic. You go by Black Widow, and yet you possess not a bit of anything that's gonna scare me, intimidate me. Like, I'm over here trying to come up with things to say to you because honestly, let's face it, you're not a threat. You're not somebody I'm supposed to be worried about. I've seen one thing from you and I didn't even pay attention. All I seen was words coming out of your mouth and a lot of womp, 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 womp. Because when it comes down to it, my actions mean everything. And yours, however, do not. You aren't scary. There's no fear factor. There is nothing that makes me worry about you taking this from me. So you can come out here and say what you want. You can swing for the fucking fences, baby, but you're gonna miss. You have no idea what kind of task is standing in front of you. But let me tell you something. Maybe a ladder might help you get up here with me and do something about it. But until then, stay down there where you fucking belong. Because I am gonna step on your throat, crush your windpipe, stuff an apple down your throat, choke you out, and continue on being the Nemesis Women's World Champion, and there isn't a damn thing you can do about it.
Oh, Gypsy. Gypsy, Gypsy, Gypsy. Peekaboo. Now, you won't know what this is because you're not an OG like me. But there are those in Elite who know how hard I worked for this title right here. This title. Right here. And I've worked even harder to get to the point where I can take your fucking title off of you, Gypsy Freak. I can't even believe how far down the women's division has come with you as our champion. I can't even... Your incompetence, your flippant nature about one of the greatest titles in all of the F-Ed world, you hold. I haven't seen you on screen with it. I have this beauty. I have to treat it with care. Unlike how I have to treat you, Madam Gypsy Freak. How do you come up with that name, by the way? Like, you're not a gypsy. You're probably not even a freak. You're probably just, you know. Be that as it may, you have ruined that title. It should no longer be in your possession. So when I win tonight, I expect you to send that to me, because then I will have 2 magnificent titles on both of my shoulders. And it won't be in the hands of someone who didn't earn her spot here. Some of you wondered why I could pass up the opportunity to be a part of, what are they called? DOA? Dead on Arrival? Who would want to be a part of a pack of losers? Certainly not me. Not when I have spent years dedicating myself to the betterment of this fucking company. What do I get for it? Huh? What do I get for it? I get some uppity gypsy jumpstart who comes and takes my title. Now, I know Mama had it, and then Skade, and now Gypsy. But guess what, Gypsy? Your reign is over. The Black Widow will be taking over. Because I have the heart, because I have the talent, and because I will be showing it on camera. Every fucking second that I get. I cannot stand how far Elite has fallen in the world of the FN. So guess what? Guess what? Here's what you get to do. I'm ready? You get to send me that title. And then you can go live in kayfabe world. Okay? Okay? Bye! Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split ya. Right? Gypsy? Gypsy Jumpstart. Gypsy Janner. Gypsy Gypsum. Actually, gypsum's good for tomatoes. I don't think you understand who I am now, Elite. I made this company. I have built it from the ground up with my own blood, sweat, and fucking tears. I cried when I lost this title. This title should have been mine so many times, and it shouldn't have been given to me in its retirement this late in the game. But guess what? Guess what? That's what happened. That's not how it's gonna happen with that women's world title. You better be ready to send it, Gypsy. And shine that light. Because you won't have it anymore when I'm done with you.
Bravo, bravo. I'm the next women's champion. One by one, they all fall down before BX Princess gets a shot. Gypsy or Black Widow? You're looking at your maker. You are looking at the new face of the women's division.
Oh shit!
Can I take this one?
Yes,
Yeah,
go
absolutely.
for it. Go for it.
Okay, I'm going to start from the end and work my way in a little bit, okay?
All right.
Allison Black, if you would have come out at the end like you did, and you would have looked that camera directly, and you would have addressed these two women visually instead of looking off camera, oh, the impact would have been so much better. Now, you just came off looking like you were talking to air. Keep that in mind if you're next up. Keep that in mind. Now, as for Gypsy and Black Widow.
Black Widow.
I loved what Black Widow was doing. There was a lot of passion there. You can tell she has been with Elite for a long time. She holds the company in high regard. Everything she does is for Elite. Here's the problem I had with hers. There was like 2 separate occasions where I thought, okay, that's the end of the promo. That's where it should have ended. And then she picked it back up. And it still had that same passion, but it was like she had a moment where she knew this is where it ended. And then, oh, I should add this and that. That's what detracted me from it. With Gypsy, there was, you could tell she didn't know her opponent. She didn't know how to come at the Black Widow. And she said so right in her promo. So I've got to look. What? Just for my brain, what was with the paper championship?
So that was a championship that was retired in Elite. That I guess she got from somebody else who used to own Elite, sent it to her. So
okay,
that's where that title comes from.
I understood that part because it was like, but I mean, there was no name put on that title, nothing. It was like just this title, I wasn't getting any story from it. Like, please tell me the name of that title, why you have it. So I understood when she said it was gifted to her upon her retirement, or it's retirement, either which one.
Right.
But I think in the end, I've got to lean a little bit closer to the champions, and not by much. I think Gypsy told a little bit better of a story. Now, she had the same issue, though. There was a couple of times where she should have ended it, and she extended it a little bit before the reach. But I mean, if you're looking at it from both sides, it's like apples to apples. Like, they both did the exact same thing. They had an opportunity to end it on a clean, high note, and they both continued for some odd reason. So I've got to just slightly lean towards the champion here. Gypsy Freak, in my opinion, got this one. So we might need a tiebreaker here.
JP, you want it or you want me to get it?
I'm gonna let you handle it.
I agree with everything you said, Pete, about everybody. With no need to revisit Alicent Black, she could definitely be a threat if she just takes that small thing and do that. But with Black Widow, once I actually saw her, I was like, oh, I have seen some of your work. She did bring passion, she did bring emotion, but like you said, there were those moments of when I felt like the promo was over, and then she kept going and kind of recycled some of the things that she said already. And I was looking at Gypsy and I was like, Jesus Christ, you're actually giving her an opportunity to come in here and surprise us because of how much she played her down. And I'm the type of person that would like to build your opponent up within the match and then take them out and build your stature a little bit higher. But when it comes down to this match, I go to what was more rememberable. And when it comes to Black Widow, she said, I don't know if you're a gypsy, and I don't even know if you're a freak. And sorry if I'm pulling the curtain back here a little bit, but she said this in the locker room when I was over where I was at to be able to see these things said. And I don't know if she's a gypsy either. And in my match against her, I kind of used the Borat line, and I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? And if you've seen Borat, you know how he feels about gypsies and things like that. But this woman works at a sex shop. If I got it right. She works at a sex shop, and any woman that works at a sex shop is automatically viewed as a freak to me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that's the type of freak that she wants to be portrayed as and whatnot, but she's openly talked about it herself. So I'm like, well, that takes out the freak atmosphere for me. But she also, speaking of the Gypsy Freak, she said something along the lines of, I'm gonna step on your neck, stomp it, crush your esophagus, and then I'm going to shove an apple down it, which I'm glad you mentioned apples. Said I'm going to shove an apple through there afterwards. And I'm like, well, that cannot feel good at all.
On top of that, after the apple's in her mouth, she's going to choke her out again.
Yeah, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, how much damage do you want to do to her neck? You know what I'm saying? So
that sounds like a freak to me.
Yeah, it sound like a freak to me. Yeah, well, you got the bob, and then let me not get started. But Gypsy Freak is where I would have to go and give my rendering to as well. But I would want to warn her: don't take your opponent that lightly next time, because I assure you, if Alicent Black is next in line, she is definitely going to come for your throat, and we're gonna have a throat off. And you know what? Let me not say that. We're revisiting what Mr. America said in night one. So let me go ahead and get off of that and pass it back to JP.
Listen. In the words of Franklin Benjamin, I'm gonna come.
Please, sir, over there, away from me.
Face the opposite direction, sir.
Shoot your load off elsewhere.
Will do.
I got another weight off the reset. Okay.
Oh,
Well, I tell you, Los Angeles, downtown, this portion of it. Well,
Yeah.
every portion of LA is crazy, but yeah. If you don't have anything further to say or add on to that, I mean, kudos to both you ladies for coming out here and doing your damn thing. You figured deal me. I definitely appreciated it for what it was worth, and you may remember something. So good match. But please, as I tell everybody, sharpen your tools, and get ready for the next level of what's coming to be. But man, as we are moving along, we've got ourselves a barn burner to get to. JP, what the hell is going on here?
What do we have here? Is we have Lights, Camera, Petty defending the, I guess we can now call them the Unified Network Tag Team Championships. I don't know what you really want to call them now. But yeah, we got Triple P and Haywood who defended their Nemesis Tag Team Championships to unify the EMP Network Tag Team Championships, and god damn, this right here, once it was made official and I knew who was going to be the champion, this match was inevitable. After watching, if everyone tuned into Madness Mania.
Oh, they did.
Oh yeah,
they did. Night one and night two. But speaking of which, you know what I'm saying, this Hellfire Club, Jesus Christ, they're spreading everywhere. Why don't you guys stay someplace and do what it is that you do? Or perhaps something. I don't know, man. My cousin, my brother, Lit Fuse, Lit God, whatever he wants to go by, has this crew of which we do know for right now the members are AT, Vagabond, the Master. You got Hot Boy Jimmy in there as he just made his debut in WGP, repping the crew over there and whatnot. And it's a lot going on with the Hellfire Club, but with them pulling up and going against Lights, Camera, Petty, and they were definitely Petty under the lights in front of the camera going against Soul Star and AJ Storm to collect all of these championships. Hellfire Club, they could be on their way to collecting a lot more tag championships as well and things of that nature if you pay attention to Good Golly Psychology and Foundation in WGP and just we saw Hollywood Haywood night one sort of kind of like rendering that championship to Johnny Canada and Triple P, he's been on fire. Vagabond, also a man who you can never count out in any type of match. And the Master, they're working out their chemistry and getting it going. And we already know what he has going on. And I've had my history with everybody on this screen except for Haywood as far as promos go and having a match. The Master, I can concurrently say that I've defeated more than once, and he's never beaten me in tag team or singles division. Fuck your other gimmick. We'll get to that or whatever. But this is a classic tag team match, and I'm ready to see what's going down. Papa Pete, what you got to put on it, man?
Okay, so I've only faced one of these men in my entire career, and I've got a very short career when it comes to the promo verse. So that man is Vagabond, and but I've watched all of them. I love what Haywood does. I've enjoyed Pretty Petty Peterson, the Master, just the alter ego, if you will. Outstanding performances all the way around. Vagabond, man, he can surprise you. So this one's going to be interesting. I want to see how this goes down. We've seen Haywood drop the title in night one, the world title. So are we going to see another one where he just drops the ball, or, they're going to reign supreme, retain? We're going to find that out.
We definitely are going to find that out. I don't think, if you saw in night one, the main event, he held up that tag title and he said there was more work to be done. So there may still be more work to be done in the tag team division. So Listen,
Yeah.
I can't wait to see this match.
Definitely a petty fire match coming up, and no pun intended and pun intended, I guess, for a reason and within reason. But outside of gimmicks and things of that nature, as far as me, well, I'm not a gimmick, I'm just me. But I'm excited to see what's gonna happen in this tag team match. So if y'all ready, I'm ready to get to it as well.
I'm ready. I'm ready to get freaky.
Hell yeah.
Let's do it.
Madness Mania. That's where this all started. The night Hellfire Club walked into Elite, we left not one, but two teams broken, battered, and in an outline of chalk, leaving the entire company to scramble, wondering what the hell they just unleashed. Meanwhile, Lights, Petty, and Action had a unification match for the tag titles against a team who had no business holding the EMP tag team titles to begin with. Now that's not disrespect, that's reality. You unified the belts. Congratulations. Now here comes the part that nobody told you about. The real competition, the real danger, the cold, harsh reality staring you in the face. This is the part where the shadows start breathing.
And the kingdom trembles accordingly, because every throne eventually encounters the force destined to drag its king into darkness. Hollywood Haywood, Pretty Petty Peterson, you parade yourselves beneath artificial stars wearing unified gold around your waist as if championship metal can somehow shield mortal flesh from prophecy. But prophecy doesn't care about champions. Prophecy devours them.
You know what's funny, Haywood? You stood closer to the darkness than anyone else. In fact, you saw it coming long before anyone else did. Because you stood near the fire. You entertained it. You even fed it, little by little by little, giving you a little bit of power. Power that you thought you wielded. Power over the darkness that you thought you could control. But unfortunately, you never knew that you were going to be the prey, standing amongst monsters.
And therein lies your tragedy, Hollywood Haywood. You did not create the master. No mortal hand possesses such authority. But you did help feed the transformation. You nudged open forbidden doors, believing yourself untouched by what slept beyond them. You welcomed darkness while it entertained you. You breathed upon embers, believing the inferno would illuminate your kingdom rather than consume it. And now, the inferno stands before you, clothed in crimson scripture and prophecy fulfilled.
And Petey, always with that damn smile. Always with the I got this look written all over your face, like this is gonna be some other battle that you're gonna walk away from unscathed. No. This one hits different because your jokes that usually gets the crowd all excited, that usually land like a left, right in a good boxing match, ain't gonna land. Because we hit different. Because that silence around the room from the crowd when nobody's laughing at your jokes. Because that reality's gonna set in hard. Because you ain't gonna be laughing as hard as we're gonna be laughing after we stomped you into the dust.
The tongue. Scripture warned mankind about the tongue long before Pretty Petty Peterson ever weaponized his. The tongue spreads poison. The tongue corrupts nations. The tongue convinces crowds to worship false idols while kingdoms rot from the inside. And your tongue, Mr. Peterson, has carried you to the summit of a fragile empire built upon charisma and noise. But no tongue silences revelation once it arrives. No mouth closes the gates once prophecy opens them.
See, everybody thinks they can control monsters. Everybody thinks that they're different. Everybody thinks that the flame dances for them, burns for them, instead of burning them. Until the flame starts whispering their names. Until the flame starts showing them where their true fate lies. And it's going down in flames. Right where they stand. And there's not a damn thing anybody can do about it. Especially you, Haywood, Triple P.
And the flames. They know your name, Haywood. They whisper it. They carve it into the smoke rising from Elitemania. Because every bargain demands sacrifice. Every throne demands tribute. Every kingdom built upon vanity eventually drowns in its own reflection. And your kingdom, your beautiful little kingdom of lights and applause and ego, stands upon the edge of collapse.
Madness Mania was just a warning shot. Just a crack in the wall. Now there are flaws everywhere that we can see. Y'all just haven't realized it yet. Now we're taking out the screws, the bolts, the nuts, the tiny little brackets that keep the foundation in place. And now everything is gonna fall to pieces. Why? Because we're the Hellfire Club. And whatever we will, we command.
A convergence of calamity. Shadow and scripture intertwined. Violence and prophecy bound together beneath blackened stars. The abyss walking hand in hand with revelation itself. This is Hellfire Club, not hype, not aesthetic, not performance. Manifestation of pure evil.
Petey thinks his mouth can save him. That's my favorite part. The arrogance, the confidence, the belief that as long as you keep talking, the more jokes that you throw at the audience, the more that you still think you have control. But what happens when you no longer have control? What happens when the atmosphere shifts? What happens when you realize that all that silence around the room isn't just background noise? It is the cold, hard reality staring you dead in the face. That you no longer have control of the situation. That you no longer have control of the room. That the shadows are now whispering your name.
Yet still, they mock me. Still, they call the master false prophet. Costume. Spirit Halloween illusion. Because mankind has always mocked the darkness before realizing it was real. The ancient world mocked Noah while the flood waters gathered. Babylon mocked prophecy while judgment sharpened its blade outside the gates. And now, Light's petty action mocks the warlock of words while the heavens blacken above Elitemania itself.
See, that's the part y'all don't understand. Because everybody in Elite keeps talking about us like we're just some other team. Nah, we're not. Me and the Master, we're not just some other team. We're a problem. We are dangerous. We are consequences. Welcome.
Hollywood Haywood, Pretty Petty Peterson, at Elitemania. Your kingdom collapses beneath revelation. The Unified Elite Tag Team Championships ascend into the hands of Shadow and Prophecy. And the entire Promoverse finally realizes the truth they mocked for far too long. The Master was never pretending. The Revolve Realms was never mythology, and Hellfire Club was never merely a tag team. We are the apocalypse standing at the gates. So says the Master. So mote it be.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Hollywood Haywood, and this is the Promoverse News Network. Breaking news out of Spirit Halloween and their great clearance event during the month of May. We're being told that crowds are rushing the store at alarming rates. We've sent Pretty Petty Peterson live on location. Let's take it to him.
Thanks, Haywood. I'm here at Spirit Halloween, and everyone has lost their fucking minds. It's a huge clearance event. It's May. What are we doing here at Spirit Halloween? I'm sorry? Candy corn squishmallows. That's cool. What do you mean they're Hellfire branded? Hellfire branded? They have their own brand of squishmallows? Apparently the Hellfire Club look a little soft. Apparently. I don't know. What am I even doing here? Go, Jesus Christ! Oh my God. Haywood, I need to get out of here. They're riding over something squishy, hard, and it's not me. Fuck this. Back to you.
Thank you, Petey. I know that it's dangerous out there on those streets, especially near Spirit Halloween when you're dealing with people that look like they're wearing Cubone Pokemon masks. Kind of like one of our... There's nothing original about these sons of bitches at all! Let's get ready for the match! Let's go, Petey!
Oh boy, where's Dustin? 11? Oh no, not the fucking Lavender Town fucking gang. We got Cubone and fucking Agatha. Oh no, what's next? I'm gonna be attacked by fucking Gengar? Please, give me a fucking break. Here we go again. These two fucking idiots posing to be a Hellfire Club when the real fucking Hellfire Club isn't even here to sign autographs and do shit. Instead, you got fucking Captain Spooky and his fucking mistress. I don't understand. Everyone's out here trying to be big, bad, and tough and throw fire behind themselves, but literally, I just avoided a fire from fucking looting at a Spirit Halloween over a fucking candy corn fucking squishmallow. How was your day, fucking Haywood?
Wanna be the very best, like no one could before. What the hell, man? Dang it! Petey! I thought you said we were, good golly, gonna catch a Pokemon. Damn it!
Oh my God, I said they look like Pokemon. Haywood, my Jesus Christ. There's not enough balls in the fucking world in order for me to understand. Well, maybe there is. But Pokeballs in this world to help this situation out, because we're facing a couple of freaks. And not that kind of freak.
You're good golly right, Petey. They aren't those type of freaks. They're the worst kind of freaks. They're the freaks that offer false advertising. They're the guys that are so unoriginal that they come out here copying Stranger Things, copying Pokemon, hoping to pull at the heartstrings of each and every one of you. But here's the epiphany. It doesn't matter what mask you put on. It doesn't matter if you talk in tongues. You can't hide the fact that both of you are just the replacements. That's right, the replacements. The Hellfire Club. Oh, so big and bad we copied our name from Stranger Good Golly Things. But let's be real. Where's Lit Fuse? Where's AT? Where's the heavy hitters of the Hellfire Club?
You know, the guys who stand up here and make my fucking members stand at attention. Those who get me fired up. Those who get me fucking hard as a fucking rock. Not the fucking guys that come out looking more flaccid than a limp dick. I get it. You guys sure know how to bring the fire, but there's a difference between an inferno and a fucking house fire. You're only affecting the ones inside. Inferno burns everything. They're the inferno. You guys are the absolute shits. I don't understand what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing with you guys other than, you know, maneuvering my way into the darkness. Who turned out the fucking lights? What in the god-forsaken hell? Bro, it's just another illusion. Woo! Gotta love those transitions. Right?
Maybe I do love illusions, even if they're shitty. And apparently our opponents, they like illusions too. They like the illusion that they're gonna walk out of Elitemania the World Tag Team Champions. They like the illusion that they are prime members of the generic Hellfire Club. Oh, they love that one. And they like the illusion that they deserve to be here facing off against you and I tonight. But as we said, those are illusions. And me and Pretty Petty Peterson, we come exactly as advertised. You don't have to try to decipher what we're saying. We get right in your face and we good golly say it. You don't have to decipher what kind of riddles we're putting in our promos. You don't have to decipher the feelings that we exude through your screen. Because we are authentic. We are ourselves. We are the very best tag team that Elite has ever seen. And we haven't even reached our final form yet.
That is correct, Hollywood Haywood. We have not reached our final form. We are at the peak of the mountaintop right now, and everyone wants to climb to get to the top, but let me tell you something. The fucking graveyard shift ain't gonna fucking make it to work tonight, ladies and gentlemen, because they didn't even bring their shovels, but boy did we. Because at the end of the day, the minute you guys realize that you are facing greatness personified, you are facing the most entertaining tag team champions that Elite has ever seen, the minute that you realize that you are facing gods among human beings, is the minute you realize that you should stop digging graves, get another fucking job, and figure out something to do. Find another angle. Find a different fucking grip on this division, because I'm telling you, as long as we are tag team champions, you guys are gonna fight an uphill battle, and you can Shakespeare talk your way into that. You can hide in the fucking darkness like a clown, but dear God Almighty, you step to us, you will be toe tag, slab, thrown in a bag, and fucking put in the ground quicker than a fucking skeleton on Halloween. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't know petty until you face us.
So what have we learned? We've learned that our opponents here tonight at Elitemania have an obsession with Stranger Things and Pokemon. What have we learned tonight? We've learned that not only do they have an obsession with Stranger Things and Pokemon, but they're really terrible at cosplaying. What else have we learned tonight? We've learned that these individuals are liars, phonies, fakes, frauds, and they're not even the best members of their fraudulent faction. And the last, most important thing we've learned is that when two bums like the Vagabond and the Master Sean Puff come to Elitemania and face lights, camera, good golly Petty, they don't have a snowball's chance in hell. Oh! For getting my hopes up about the fucking Pokemon? Go fuck yourselves!
Ladies and gentlemen, were you not entertained? That's my question to you. Were you not entertained? Because that's what these men came out to do, and they fucking achieved it.
Oh, that was a hell of a match. You know, that in my opinion, that's probably match of both nights, right here. That tag team match. That was amazing work.
Mind if I go first?
Go first.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Hellfire Club, Master and Vagabond. I think you guys could have done a little less time, and it would have been beautiful. But when it comes to the grand, wow. I do apologize for the background noise. I've done pissed off my puppy. But entertainment value, it's on the champion side. I was laughing throughout the whole fucking thing. I was laughing. They had a good time with it. They not only entertained me, but I guaranteed they entertained the viewers as well. And I appreciate that kind of level of work. Now, were the Hellfire Club menacing? And kind of, in a way, maybe. But my vote here as a judge, it goes to the champions here. They succeeded in defending in my eyes.
JP, I gotta pass it to you, man, to keep my hands clean. Y'all know how I do. Hands up.
I feel that. But Hellfire Club, they came and they did what they said they were going to do. They were going to come and they were going to tear shit up, and they did that. But I felt like they were lacking in they were lacking. I can't put my finger on it right this second, but we'll probably get to it in a moment.
Can I probably point it out?
Yes.
A major part of their promo was talking about control, and they kind of lost control of that promo.
Yeah, it started out really good, and then it just started going down. But
that's why I said they could have done with less time on screen, and it would probably worked better.
Before I think I know where you're going with your wondering, JP. There was a lot of hidden barbs in there. If you know a lot of things deeply, and I'll just expose just a little bit. A lot of World Cup talk in there and support of certain activity and things going on and whatnot. And I did like the terminology of taking the screws out of the foundation and watching everything fall apart. And there was a lot of story told on both sides. But I believe you know what I'm saying? Perhaps maybe before JP gives his rendering that could have been a possible thing of too much focus in one area and not really clasping down. And I mean, in my opinion, Hellfire started off hot. I mean, they mentioned things that took place in at EMP Mania and whatnot, and about them wasting their times with tag champions of which they took those titles from that shouldn't have been in the match in the first place. And that's neither here nor there to say about that, but it's definitely a classic match on both ends and both sides. And man, if it came down to me, which I'm not sure, and we'll see in just a moment, any team could have pulled out this victory.
Absolutely. I do have to lean towards the champs too, just because they were entertaining, they were funny. Like Pete said, he was laughing the whole time. I was laughing the whole time. The Pokemon thing was fucking hilarious.
The wardrobe changes throughout as well. They were working that all into their promo, and the lights out part. Who the fuck turned out the lights? It was just really nicely done. Both sides, but like I stated earlier, they started the Hellfire Club. They start off really strong, but I'd say about 3/4 of the way through, it started going downhill for them. They started, for lack of better words, petering out. They went flaccid, as someone else said in the promo.
And I mean, there was flaccid talk, there was rock hard talk, mentionings of where's the stronger pieces of this Hellfire Club and AT and Lit, and a lot of disrespect going both ways and whatnot and everything. And I feel like I opened up the gates to the Hellfire Club by pointing out this Stranger Things, but you know, people would notice that, and that's not even a show that I watch. It was just not even brought to my attention. But when I saw it somewhere else, I said, "What the hell is this?" It's
Yeah, I think I was the first one to throw it out there, and then Bronx Bomber brought it up, and then it just kept on snowballing. It's like, ooh, I should have kept my mouth shut.
Yeah, because I brought it up in my match with Lit and everything, and I was just like, oh, okay, well, maybe maybe that's the scenario with what's going on and whatnot, or whatever, or maybe it was meant to be on purpose or whatever and everything. But it is definitely still a good gimmick, you know. Just with a spin on it, of course, as we saw Vane, well, not Vane, Triple P with the Hellfire Club T-shirt on, and I see that.
Yeah, I know they look similar. You know, I know they look similar, but you know, it's too.
There's been an image change with the Hellfire Club logo and things of that nature, you know. And again, you know, make things as original as you can with whatever it is that you're using. But definitely an interesting match, a good match, an entertaining match, a main event worthy match, and a match that I would love to see ran back, even if it was just the same members of the Hellfire Club or with whoever they want to send after them. I think it would be damn worth watching. You know what I'm saying? As this match definitely was.
Absolutely. Well, I know the champs, they got another task ahead of them coming soon. You know, I know you know, there's a tag team tournament coming that's about to, you know, kick off here soon. So we'll find out who the next contenders will be once that tournament's over. I don't know how long it's going to last, but you know, there's some good teams in there.
It's going to be interesting.
Absolutely. Damn, that was.
That was
Pokemon, like Pokemon thing done it. Yeah. When he turned his hat around and he goes, "Go fuck yourself," I was like, "Oh man, that's."
The only thing he was missing was a Pokeball to throw while he said that. Go fuck yourself.
I'm telling you, if he would have had one, that would have been perfect.
The blowing up a Halloween store and things of that nature. Like there was a lot of entertainment there, and again, like I said, a lot of barbs on each side. You know,
a lot.
Hey. Can't blame me. I didn't do any rendering, so hands free. I keep my hands free from certain scenarios of which I know I might get pushed back on.
When it comes to judging, I know there's going to be a certain amount of hate that comes the judge's way. I'm not afraid of it. Come touch me a little bit. I just get hard.
As we continue, just you know. Okay, I just got distracted while you guys are distracted, and I think it's time for everybody else to become just as distracted as we are to get into this main event. And two guys that I definitely have history with, and if I must say that man holding that Nemesis championship should not have beaten me in that Nemesis championship match, but that's neither here nor there to speak about, I guess, perhaps. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is at this point in time, in this moment. But, you know, he's defending against a man who should have not have won the Rumble match, in my opinion. And I don't even really know how that really went down. But here we are, two champions still, as KRYPTON was able to defend his championship, his Frontline championship in night one against Mad T in that controversial match. And here we have the GOP having what seems to be a controversial match. And I don't know how this is going to go, as I haven't seen any of these matches beforehand, as I like to tell these people. And when I have seen the match, I'll let you know. But here we are, and I have not seen this one. I don't know how it's going to go and things of that nature. Gentlemen, would you like to take over and say anything about it?
I'm going to let JP go before me, because he knows how these two are coming together this night in the main event of night two, and he's got the knowledge here, not I.
You know, as Don KRYPTON, he was 2026 the Monster Rumble winner, and he won this opportunity to face for the championship. As Franklin Benjamin is still the champion. You know, it could have went either way. You know, could have been Mac facing Don KRYPTON in this match, but unfortunately, we didn't get that. We're getting this, and I don't know how this is going to go down with bunch of GOP against GOP. So anything can happen at this point. So I'm just eager to see what happens.
Well, from my perspective, I don't know as much about Don Krypton as both of you do. He can be a heavy hitter when he wants to be, and we've seen that in his match against Mad T, and he didn't even have to go that hard on Mad T to retain his title. So that out of the way, did he lose some of that gas in that Mad T match on night one, or has he got some retention in that tank of his? Because you're going to need it when you got to face a guy like Franklin Benjamin. No disputing it. Franklin Benjamin has been on a roll, but he's also seen a lot of lows as of late as well. He's lost quite a bit recently. So let's see how he fares. Let's get fucking into this main event.
And we got mentee versus mentor, as Don Krypton has said in a few places, and so has Franklin that he's sharpened this man's tools outside of other people, but I won't speak about much of that. I don't want no pushback. You feel me? So, but yeah, definitely an interesting match here going down that's about to take place. And if y'all ready, I'm ready to get into it.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Let's do it, then.
This is the orgasm of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, the splash zone. The splash zone.
As Frankie says, he's gonna come, so I guess we must all join him in the. You know what?
Yeah.
Let's put on our raincoats. Let's just put on our raincoats and be safe.
It's about to get sticky.
From the heart of the island of relevancy, the monument stands tall, a tribute to the gold, the glory, and the dominance that defined an era.
Well, you guys know I wanted the heavyweight title instead of the Nemesis title. So I'll take this opportunity to do a promo for my student the way he did for me when I became the longest reigning world heavyweight champion of the BWO. I'm going to give you a promo. Franklin Benjamin, elite Nemesis champion, my protege, my project, my proof of concept. And look at you now. You've passed me in things that I innovated. You took my blueprint and built a penthouse on it. Faster, sharper, hungrier. Hell, the student outpaced the master in some ways, and I love you for it. I do, because that was always the plan. See, every time you win, Franklin, I win twice. Because first, I was right about you. And second, because the rest of this industry has to look at what I built and call it champion. See, you did what I couldn't force the rest of these rookies to do. You listened. You took lessons, the late night, the film studies, the 2 a.m. calls where I told you your promo was trash and do it again. And you absorbed it all. You evolved. So yes, I'm proud. Proud like a papa watching his kid graduate at the top of the class. You're the elite Nemesis champion because you earned it. Not because I handed it to you, but because you bled for it. Because you became the main character in this company full of extras. But let's not get amnesia at this family reunion. Let's not forget who wrote that first check. Let's not forget who put that pen in your hand before you learned how to sign your own name. You passed me in a lot of things, son, but you haven't passed me where it counts yet. I am still the BWO champion, the most coveted prize in all of Ife. You haven't touched this yet. And it has my fingerprints all over it. Now you got that Nemesis title and it looks great on you. It looks good, but this is my throne. And the throne still belongs to Daddy. So you can come to me for guidance. You can still call. You can ask. See, that's wisdom. That's why you're not like the rest of the kids who flame out after one run. You know the source code. You know who debugged you when you were glitching. I gave you the game, Franklin. I mean, not all of it, because the king never gives away the crown. But enough to make you a problem for everyone else. And you ran with it. You sprinted. Now the entire industry is chasing you. So here at Elitemania, it's not Don Krypton versus Franklin Benjamin. It's Don Krypton with Franklin Benjamin against the world, always. But remember this, and tattoo it into your soul. Innovation is one thing, domination is another. So you've innovated, kid, and I've dominated. And until you hold this BWO championship, you are still in the waiting room of greatness, in the lobby, while I'm in the office. I don't need to beat you, Franklin. I already won the day you laced your boots and told me to teach you. You begged me to teach you. So every W you get is a dividend on my investment in you. Every time they chant your name, they're chanting my legacy. So please, continue to defend that Nemesis title. Hold it high, break records, make it worth more than the day you won it. And when you're done, when you're ready for that final lesson, you know where to find me. Because the last thing I have to teach you is how to take this from me. Until then, keep making Papa proud. Keep making them forget that I ever did it first. But don't you ever forget who did it first. And the truth is, you're the best that I've ever made, Franklin. Now go keep proving that I'm the best that ever was.
Out of there.
Ain't nothing but against the party. Ladies and gentlemen of Elite, welcome to night one of Elitemania, the main event. And you know, I laugh every time I hear the fans talk about this match. Because you people still think this is about emotion. You still think this is about jealousy, competition, pride, ego. Very small-minded way to look at power. See, regular people destroy each other fighting over seats at tables they don't even own. The GOP, we own the building. That's the difference. Tonight, you people are finally gonna start understanding why the GOP runs this whole company. Because this was never a fight. That's the part the fans were too stupid to process. You people keep looking at this through the eyes of competition, when this was political strategy from the very beginning. Don Krypton already told you exactly what this was at the Monster Rumble. He said he was gonna win to make sure that Franklin Benjamin walks out of Elitemania still the Nemesis World Champion. And somehow, you idiots still thought this was gonna turn into betrayal. You idiots still didn't understand what he meant. The audience heard Franklin Benjamin versus Don Krypton and immediately started fantasy booking betrayal because weak people cannot comprehend loyalty between powerful men. Why? Because that's how you think. Weak people betray each other over crumbs. Weak people destroy alliances over ego. Weak people sabotage empires because they need attention. The GOP thinks bigger than that. The GOP is stronger than that. See, Don Krypton understands something the rest of you never will. The champion is not the man holding the belt. The champion is the man controlling the company around the belt. That's power. That's why this entire situation is hilarious to me. Because from the second Don Krypton won the Monster Rumble, the outcome became inevitable. The minute that happened, the board got flipped over. Checkmate already happened. And whether the judges like it or not, whether the locker room cries about it or not, whether the fake news starts screaming conspiracy theories or not, Elitemania already has an ending. Don Krypton lays down. Franklin Benjamin remains Nemesis World Champion. The GOP keeps control of Elite Wrestling. And there's not a damn thing anybody can do about it. And that is what makes the GOP different from everybody else in this damn company. These other people chase moments. We build systems. These other people chase reactions. We control outcomes. These other people fight for opportunities. We manufacture inevitability. This is the biggest night of the year for the GOP because this isn't tension. This isn't war. This is a celebration at the expense of everybody watching. The frontline champion, the pinnacle of promo, the longest BWO reigning world champion, the Nemesis world champion, the apex of audacity, the longest reigning foundation world champion, night one of Elitemania, the two most powerful men in this company standing in the middle of the ring laughing at an audience that still thinks they have a say in the outcome. But you don't. The judges don't. The locker room doesn't. The second Don Krypton won the Monster Rumble, the game ended. Everything since then, just theater. Because no matter what happens at Elitemania, the GOP wakes up the next morning still owning this company. And that's not corruption. That's intelligence. That's structure. That's power. And that is why the GOP will always stay above this business while the rest of you fight underneath it. And when the smoke clears, when the fake news dies down, when the emotional people finally stop crying about fairness and conspiracy, Elite Wrestling still wakes up under GOP control. Because at the end of the day, it's all about the Benjamins. And in the gods we trust by any means necessary.
Well,
I fucking hate the GOP, man. I fucking hate the GOP, man. Can I say I fucking hate the GOP? I've hated the GOP for a very long time since they've become the B, and I've gone up against every member of the GOP, and I've defeated some, and some have tied me, and others have defeated me. I fucking hate the GOP. I hate this scenario. I hate it. 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 I hate it.
The swerve on the viewers themselves. They were expecting this grandiose battle to finish off Elitemania, and it is the mentor basically handing the keys to the city to the student.
To a degree. To a degree.
He made sure Franklin still knew, hey, I'm still the man standing above you.
And I don't really think he's the man. I think Franklin's better than him. I think Franklin's a lot better than him or whatever.
I've got to agree. But I mean, they played the game, and they played it on the viewers. They played it on the fans. They played it on everyone in Elite. So who actually won in the end? You know?
And I know this poor, I know that little temper tantrum that I just had just might get used against me, and I don't give a damn because I'm the influence. But Jesus Christ, man, Smart Psychology and GOP has been feuding since GOP's existence, and it hasn't ended, and it's never going to end. And damn it, Franklin and AWE, I'm coming to prove to you and your mentor that I'm better than the both of you combined. Take it from me. Please take it from me before I lose my mind.
And still, your Nemesis champion, Franklin Benjamin.
I don't even think it needed to be announced because.
And there is no way that man beat me because I'm pulling back you know what? Fine, fuck it. Have your moment. Have your moment, Franklin Benjamin.
Wow, what a way to close the show off. Controversy creates cash, some say. And in Benjamin Franklin's eyes, it's all about the Benjamins. And so
and
there's
God he trusts.
I'm going to come.
But ladies and gentlemen, cash, I guess the Benjamins are in the pockets of the GOP tonight because there was no taking nothing away from either of those men. What a fucking show. What a fucking show.
Closing remarks. I got to get out of here.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to start this thing off, and I want to end on a high note. Seeing as, GOP fucked everyone in the end, but I want everyone to have a great night. Always have a better tomorrow. AWE coming your way on the 31st with our big show. It's called Pinnacle. The main event is to crown our very first world heavyweight champion. It could be either MILLI or Benjamin Franklin. We're going to find that out on the 31st. I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. Elite, thank you for asking me to be a part of this.
Look, I appreciate both of you guys coming on and doing y'all's thing. I appreciate it. Glad y'all enjoy it.
I'm glad you said Benjamin Franklin, because he's an ass backwards type of individual, as we will be going one-on-one to make history. One of us will be doing that, and we both have history in making history in a couple of different places, and we have history as you will see or as you have seen at this point in time. But just JP, thank you for coming to me and trusting in me to do this and cater this the way that you wanted it to be catered and bring this entertainment to everybody in Elite. Man, I've seen how things have transpired and the changes that's come about. So, maybe perhaps I might stick around, but we all know that I'm a very busy guy and I'm all over the place. So, maybe I'll slide in from time to time and do what it is that's necessary for the need of things when I'm asked, depending on what those things may be. But I appreciate you tapping in and wanting the Smark side to provide Elitemania 7, and I give it to you to close us out, Jay.
Look, I'm just glad that you guys were entertained, as I was thoroughly entertained with both nights. And for anyone who hadn't watched the pre-show, they'll be out when it'll be out. We don't know nothing about that yet, so and we're not giving out any spoilers either.
Hopefully the pre-show had some pre-showing before these nights of Elitemania get going. So, there's always that to hope for. But it's the promo verse. You never know what's going down. And speaking of which, make sure you tap in.
You never know what's going to go down.
With every channel that's in the description as far as the promo verse goes, and stay tuned to everywhere, because there are developments that are unfolding in each promotion within the promo verse as we got champions defending championships and people making debuts and things happening, and you just never know what else can come from a podcast as a part of the promo verse. Ask me how I did that though. Don't ask me, because I'm not going to answer, but more coming, chat. And like I said, tap in with all the channels and everybody, and let's continue to come together and do something positive in this nature that we call promo, man. And let's just enjoy it. Let's entertain and let's have some fun and cut out all the negativity. If you deal me.
That's right.
But until next time.
Ooh, have mercy.